centaurs would wear the finest of sweaters, artfully woven by the nimble-hooved, and I think they would sleep with their legs curled under them regally, head and neck curled lazily toward the ground. And they would probably have really cute snores and very well-made blankets. There you have it.
They said that we'd grow out of it. Well, the joke's on them, that's just our brains. We're eccentric, loud, and stubborn, and most of our clothing is covered in stains. It's not a deficit of attention, there's just too much to think about. So if executive dysfunction becomes a little too much, if you forgot why you came in this room, or you're hypersensitive to touch, then put on your seamless socks and come join our little flock. Bitches stimming together, we're weirds of a feather, weirds of a feather.
You are on one today.
This is what happens when you don't sleep.
Most people get like just quieter and more reserved. You just really escalate.
I'm going to escalate and then I'm going to crash. It's going to be hard, but that's okay.
You're really tuckering yourself out.
Yeah, well, it's all or nothing,
I understand.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, let's get on into this.
Sure.
With the old welcome to Weirds of a Feather, an AuDHD-Adjacent podcast. I'm your host, Grace Beret.
And I'm your host, Kristen Stanhope.
And this is a Bagel Bite.
It's a Bagel Bite. Get your mouth ready.
Yeah.
Get it together.
Yeah.
Smack them lips.
Get it together.
Yeah.
Get ready.
Yeah. Prepare thy mouth.
Yes.
For
mouthhole. For a tasty little bite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little nugget of information.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You
Yeah.
want to kick things off with a listener question?
I do. Instead of a warm-up question, well, it is a warm-up question. It's both. Recently, we posted polls about what your favorite childhood cereal was, and someone commented, someone as in Camilla Giovanna.
Camilla Giovanna.
And it is with 2 A's at the end, so you get to like draw it out.
Yes.
Camilla Giovanna.
Yes, that's up there with Bianca Bastoni. Camilla Giovanna.
You have just become a new stim for me.
Yep.
So
Sorry.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
But I was chatting with her through Instagram, and she mentioned that she liked Lucky Charms, which who didn't?
I totally forgot about Lucky Charms.
Right?
They were my number 2, I would say.
I was going to say, have you even had Lucky Charms in your household?
They were another one of those cereals that I was obsessed with because I couldn't have them.
So then I asked her, did you eat all the non-marshmallows first and then wait till the end to get all the regular marshmallows, or were you normal?
Yeah.
Because that's what I did, and that's what she did. She does the same thing. It's like a comment that you eat all the other non-marshmallows.
Hurts my teeth to think
about. And then at the end, you have just non-marshmallows.
No,
you have just marshmallows at the end. You save it all for the end, and then you get just marshmallows.
No, the cereal is the combination. You got to get the right ratio of cereals to marshmallows.
No. I would like meticulously scoop around each marshmallow. So to get just cereal, and then
no, that's like making it super, super boring and then like way too sugary as opposed to like merging the two as God intended.
The only way to eat Lucky Charms.
That's crazy. No, unacceptable. I don't like that. I don't agree with it.
I'm gonna ask a poll.
I don't
because
support it. I don't agree
know
with it.
That Camilla and I are not the only two out there.
You and Camilla are nuts.
You know?
Those little marshmallows like aren't even like real marshmallows. They're just
like
hard little sugar
nuggets.
Cubules.
But
so
they were delicious.
I like truly wouldn't want to eat just those all at once.
Oh my God, they were amazing. They even make just marshmallow cereal from Lucky Charms now. Which is like, you ruin the fun of trying to scoop around all of
and how fun it is. So then you just like eat the regular boring cereal first.
Yeah.
Why not just make the whole
pay
meal mostly enjoyable?
But
the marshmallows give a boost to the boring cereal, and then it's like it's like a flavor enhancer.
No, I'll put up with the boring in the beginning so then I can get the reward of having just marshmallows at the end.
No. I'll do that with other things, but not with Lucky Charms because it's really the combo for me that is the cereal.
See, I'm not a huge fan of like
Combining things.
I
know.
I'm a big
So that makes sense for
mush
you.
fan, but
That's right. You love a mush.
I love a good mush.
But then if you're eating all the regular cereal out first, it's not getting mushy enough, right? For you.
If you like pat it down with a spoon, you can make it mushy. Also, because it takes me forever to scoop around the thing, so it gets mushier as
so
the day
strange.
progresses.
I can see why your mom put a time limit on how long it took you and Nick to eat your meals, because that's.
I think Nick did. I
don't blame
have to ask
her.
my brother because I think he did it too.
That's
we were
crazy.
a scoop around the Mallows household.
I
believe.
was make sure I'm getting the exact right ratio of mallows person.
That's too much math for me.
It's a simple equation, really.
Well, is that like when
it's
you
instinctual?
Like when you eat trail mix, do you do
I make sure I get the right ratio.
the right ratio?
Yes.
So many peanuts to so many raisins to so many
M&Ms.
Mm-hmm.
You got to get the right balance. So you do that with trail mix.
Yeah.
You mix them together.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the mix that's the experience, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why not?
Because
why?
it's different.
I guess my question is why?
It's different.
Like I would expect you to do that same thing with trail mix.
But it's different. It's a whole different system.
You're right. It is different
It's Lucky
somehow.
Charms versus trail mix. It's different.
If anything, I think it's more acceptable to do it with Lucky Charms. I mean, with trail mix than it is. No,
You're right. You're correct.
No,
it's more acceptable
I'm wrong.
to do it with
No.
Lucky Charms because that's the only way to eat Lucky Charms.
No, because the little marshmallows are not enough of a treat to want to eat them on their own. Like they kind of just
for me.
I think they're like a bastardized marshmallow. I'd rather just eat marshmallows if I'm gonna want a marshmallow snack.
But like
I'd rather just eat marshmallows.
Now that we are
Right.
adults, we can do that. But
Yeah,
as
we're
a
allowed.
child, we're not allowed to eat just marshmallows. But if you had a marshmallow adjacent cereal, then you can eat just marshmallows at the end if you meticulously eat around all the marshmallows.
Then you
to
gotta
begin
eat the
with.
boring stuff first.
Yeah,
and that
but it's
just
worth
doesn't seem
it in the
worth
end.
it.
It's
It
worth
doesn't
it.
seem worth it.
Worth it to me.
I'm interested to hear these poll results because
I'm going to take a poll
Please
because
do.
I know I'm not the only one out there.
I bet you're not, but I bet more people will passionately side with me on this one. Is what I suspect.
I think knowing our listener base and our weirdos,
True, it's up in the air.
I think they're going to side with me.
I don't know about that. We will see.
We'll see.
All
to
right.
be determined.
Yeah, TBD.
There.
All right. Well, now that we have successfully bickered, let's get on into this bagel bite. Please don't spit out your tea. You good?
Successful bickering complete.
Yes. Now that we have taken care, check that off the agenda. Successful
move on with
bickering.
our lives.
Yeah. Yeah. And move on into this bagel bite.
Yeah.
All right. Should we do a little plishes?
Yeah. I got a little plish.
All right.
You ready for the little jingle?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Little plishes. All right, Kristen.
Yeah.
What's your little plish?
I've become a mother again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You adopted?
We've adopted more chickens.
Of course.
That I just want to say, one, I didn't want chickens to begin with.
No.
And now I'm obsessed.
You were just watching your chickens on your chicken cam.
Chicken cam. And
coop
for
cam.
A coop cam, yeah.
Coop cam.
Very clever.
Right?
I do
alliteration.
Yeah, I have a coop cam. But we've adopted 3 new little chicks again. Along with, I guess, the rest of the country because of the egg shortage. Like, chicken keeping is about to get really popular. So exciting. We have 3 new little babies.
Little babies.
And I'm excited. They're very cute for now. They'll get to their Uggo stage eventually. So so far, I'm pretty sure one's a rooster that we're going to have to, like, rehome.
Cull.
No.
Cull. Someone's going to have to cull him.
We're going to get a lovely home for him.
Yeah, he's going to go off to a magical farm where he'll live for 50 years.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
It's going to be fine.
He'll be free.
Where no one's going to call him. He's a beautiful boy.
You're right.
I think. He could be a girl. We don't know.
Maybe. Here's hoping he's a girl.
I don't know. I watched a bunch of TikToks last night, and now I'm questioning. And it's like, obviously, of course, it's the goodest little guy who's the potential rooster.
Yeah.
I'm like looking at his behavior. I'm like, uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Better not be a boy.
He better not.
You've really blossomed in your chicken mom personality.
It's
what a difference a year makes.
I know. I hated those birds when we first got them.
Yeah.
Vehemently.
Yeah.
And I did not want to touch them.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, I'll risk bird flu.
No.
No, we are
I
taking
wouldn't go that far.
lots of precautions.
Yes.
Again, it's our home is like separated. So we have the outdoor chickens, we have our little tiny chicks, and then we have the cats, and everybody has to remain separated. And I wash my hands several times a day.
Hope so.
Well, I mean, like just between every time I see a different animal, I'm like washing my hands in between animals.
Good. You've got a bird flu protocol in place.
Yeah, we have a bird flu protocol because
Good.
and yeah, so but now that the little babies are like quarantined, they're probably because they were gonna be like those were gonna be the chicks that were gonna give us bird flu because the other ones are like trapped away. But anyway,
well, congrats on your new brood.
I got 3 new little babies.
Yeah.
Hopefully so far everybody's alive.
Good. That's all you can ask for.
Yeah,
as a
and
mother.
they're very cute, and I love them more than a mother loves a son.
Yep. Yeah. So much more. You don't know true love until you've raised chickens.
Raised a little helpless, dumb little bird.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I like them. They're very dumb. They're very cute. They poop on my floor.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Very cute. Thank you. Thank you. Grace.
Yes.
What's your little push?
I put out the recycling bin right as the recycling truck was coming down the street this morning. I heard it and I was like, oh no.
What a nice. That's such a satisfying thing to do.
It really was. They were literally like at my neighbor's house dumping the can as I made it out.
Oh, nice.
It was a real race against the clock. I was so proud of myself.
Our trash truck goes down the street behind us first. So sometimes I'll wake up and I hear it coming because it totally depends on when it comes. Like sometimes it comes like
so
first
random
thing, and sometimes it will come at like noon, and I'll hear it and I'm like, fuck. And it's like out, shoes on, no bra.
Yep. Oh, I was flying.
Yeah,
I ran out in my slippers, threw Anne's coat on, and I made it.
Good.
Just made it.
Good.
I needed that win, you know?
Yeah.
What a win.
Yeah, that is a win. And then you're like, victory.
Yeah.
Like winning a race
right?
almost. Yeah.
And could I have put them out the night before? Sure.
Yeah,
But where's
like,
the fun in that? Also, Ian was supposed to put them out, and he seems to think that he can make it in the morning before the truck.
No.
And he was still sleeping, and I heard the truck, and I was like, fuck you. And so I was like mad about it too.
Yeah.
I kind of hit his van with the recycling bin a little bit because I was like rushing and it was stuck. And I was like pulling it. I was like, I don't even care.
Yeah.
Because I have to do this right now and I'm pissed. But I made it and that's all that matters.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. We don't put ours out the night before because we have some raccoons in our area. And a lot of crows. And then when I leave in the morning, I put ours out and then I drive by the street and I see like the crows and everybody else's trash. And I'm like,
how do they get in there?
Well, some people choose not to use a trash can.
Oh.
Yeah, and they just put like a bag on the street. And I'm like, well, that's not okay, but that's why you have trash cans.
Yeah.
To protect
critters.
the trash.
Yeah. You got to protect that
But
trash.
I guess, raccoons need to eat too. So, circle of life.
Exactly.
But,
yeah. It's important. Although it's really bad for them. Human food is really bad for them.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. People think of them as like just little trash animals, but it's actually like really bad for their hearts and everything.
Oh, poor thing. Have you heard of this festival that happened in like Wisconsin of like, it was like a raccoon barbecue? And you could pay
barbecuing raccoons?
$50 to eat like raccoon meat.
Oh, why?
I don't know, but like people, it like sold out.
Ew.
I don't know if it was in Wisconsin.
Is this the new Great Depression? Is that what's happening?
I don't know. Maybe.
Are we barbecuing raccoon meat? Are we in it?
We might be.
That's something else.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's good to, plan ahead, think to the future. I'd be fine with eating raccoons.
I'd like to try it.
Yeah, I'd try it.
Yeah.
I
guess like what kind of, like, are these forest raccoons or are these like parking lot raccoons?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably parking lot raccoons.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, squirrels. Are these forest squirrels or are these parking lot squirrels?
Yeah. Big difference.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's get on into this bagel bite.
Yeah.
It's not so much a schmorg. I mostly wanted to spend this bagel bite reading a long email from a new listener.
Ooh, yay.
We got a wonderful email yesterday from a new listener, Chris. Chris has been crushing our episodes and loving the podcast.
Yay.
And he was brave enough to put this lovely email together for us. And
I'm
so
excited.
he gave us great feedback on a lot of things. This is all I want, I just really want like thorough feedback from all our previous episodes, Give me your thoughts.
Chris is about to be on our payroll, which is
Honestly.
nothing. I hope you're ready to work for free.
Yeah, get ready. The benefits aren't very good.
Yeah, as in there's nothing.
No, nothing at all. But attention's fun too, This is an attention economy. It's nice to get your voice out there.
Yeah. Thanks, Chris.
Yeah. So Chris gave me permission to read this email on the podcast.
I'm excited.
And I figured you had not read it yet, and you haven't. So that worked out really well.
I have not.
I know you will.
I love getting emails. I don't open the emails.
Yeah.
No, we read the emails. It's usually
mostly
you reading. I read the DMs and you read the emails.
Yeah. I think that's a good balance.
It's a good balance.
Because the emails are always much longer. DMs are short.
Yeah.
That works out.
Yeah.
All right. Ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Chris starts us off with caca. Classic. If I don't send you a damn email soon, I'm going to end up writing you guys a book. Honestly, bring it on.
We'll take a book.
I'll read it.
Is it on audio?
I'll read it out loud to Kristen. Yeah.
Okay. Great.
I just wanted to say thank you for your podcast. I'm 48. I was diagnosed AuDHD at 46. Congratulations,
congrats.
Chris. That's wonderful. I'm a bumbling ball of trauma, but I'm coming out on top eventually. Love it. Listening to you two has made me smile and laugh, and that's not easy for me.
Aww.
The ultimate honor.
Yeah.
That's all I want people to tell me. Please. Naturally, as a late diagnosed autistic, I've been consuming all the information I can on ADHD and autism.
Yes.
Social media has been an interesting source of information because of the validation I get from hearing other people's stories. WOF is the first thing I've found that reminds me that we have something to celebrate.
Oh.
Misery loves company, but it's...
we love to celebrate being miserable.
We love it. But it's damn nice to be reminded we are more than our challenges or the damage they cause. So he's saying it's not just Misery Loves Company about the podcast.
Okay.
We also, I guess, do a good job of celebrating. So that's nice.
It's really, this is so thoughtful.
I know. This email is going to be all over the place. We would expect nothing else from our listeners.
Yeah, nothing less from our listeners.
My brain's all over the place too, so it's perfect. I've wanted to write to you since I listened to the first episode I found. Then, in ADHD fashion, I bounced around at the ones with shiny titles and then started randomly picking. But then the autism took over, and now I've started at the beginning, and I was keeping notes until I decided, no, I just got to say hi. Yeah, which I love.
That's
Please.
Wonderful.
Yes, this is truly what I want, is for people to take thorough notes about their thoughts and opinions and input on our episodes. Said, anywho, I'll tell you a bit about me. I'm from New England. Ayo, New England.
New England.
It's so weird how I feel like a lot of New Englanders find us. I'm a web designer and programmer. Hobbyist magician. Ooh, I bet you know how to juggle.
Wait a minute.
Dad and cat lover. Ooh, right up our alleys. As a kid, I was considered too smart, quote unquote, to be mentally handicapped and labeled gifted instead. That's my original trauma.
Gifted.
I know. We got it on my list.
I know.
Maybe Chris could come on and talk about it. Yeah. I want to get Gracie on here to talk about it too.
Ooh,
but
yeah.
I don't know if we'll ever drag her on here.
We'll
One day. We're coming for you.
We just won't tell her about it.
Yeah, we'll just trick her and we'll hide microphones. Yeah. It's like we're just having a chat, a girls chat. Nothing to see here. Right. He said, that's my original trauma. The expectations handed out when they see what you're capable of under controlled conditions. Life is not controlled conditions. That is a really good way to put it.
That is really, I want a poster.
Yeah. Yeah, because you're right. We can do super well in very specific circumstances, but then in that gifted program, they're kind of like, all right, now you're gifted in all the areas, right? Now perform for us, monkey. And so you inevitably end up failing.
Expectation to do well at everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
And to consistently, not to do well at everything, but to consistently keep up doing well.
Yes, regardless of your interest level. I was a really good reader because I just love to read. That doesn't mean give me any book and I'll be a good reader.
Right,
it means I like what I like and I'm going to be really stubborn about the stuff I don't like and don't make me do it. So I understand your pain with that one, Chris. He said, let's go on a speed run through some of my random notes and then I'll be gone.
I love it.
Thanks for humoring me. I feel like we're friends. We are friends. Yes. We're not just humoring you. We genuinely love this and want.
This is a great email.
Want never-ending feedback. So, all right. He says, fast mode. Your intro song makes me cry.
Oh. Like in a good way?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. Okay.
No, it really hurts his feelings. It upsets him.
Oh.
I love all the silly songs and transitions. Yes. We're crushing those transitions.
We got to get back to transitions.
I know. We say that
our earlier
all the time.
years.
I know. We really put a lot of time and effort into those transitions.
Like, more so than the actual content of the podcast.
Yeah, like too much time, some might say. I think we should bring it back.
Back the transition.
Yeah, Chris demands it. He said, blue ink is for poop faces.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes. We have to make a t-shirt that says that.
Blue ink is for poop faces. Yeah, throw it on the merch store.
So validating.
Right?
Yeah.
I thought you'd like this. And here's one for you, Christopher. He said, tell Christopher there's another Christopher who maps the 3D space around him and must say tsh after anyone says "but."
Oh my God. It's like a clone.
He said, I shit you not. I know, God. The Christophers, the autistic Christophers are all the same. I'm an ally to all communities, and there are multiple neurodivergent trans folk in my family, young and old. Oh, that's so lovely. I'd love to hear more about that at some point. If you're comfortable, we got to get him on the show. I know that. On the show. We say that to everyone and have a long list, but add it to the list. We're coming for you, Chris. We're going to get you on the show. Here you go, Chris. You, Chris. God, so many
Which
Chris's.
Chris?
You.
Me.
Chris S. Yeah. Centaurs would wear the finest of sweaters, artfully woven by the nimble hooved, and I think they would sleep with their legs curled under them regally, head and neck curled lazily toward the ground. And they would probably have really cute snores and very well-made blankets. There you have it. I think you have your answer.
Oh my God. It makes so much sense.
Yeah, I know what he means. Like, I'm picturing like kind of like like the way a unicorn lays majestically.
But then is the torso, it's like flopped over? The human torso?
So. Yeah, kind of like, curled up. The human part's kind of curled up.
I feel like
I think we need a visual.
A really good market for like, you know how they have all those like weird side sleeper pillows?
Yeah, like the little like husband pillow or whatever.
I think there'd be a really good market, fantasy market centaur pillow.
Yes. All right. Yeah, I think you guys got a product here.
Human and horse spine support.
Yeah. It's a very niche market, but someone's got to fill it.
Right.
Got to keep those spines straight. Also, Chris, if you could like have someone take a video of you reenacting how this centaur would
maybe draw a
curl
picture
lazily toward the ground. I really want to see him like act it out, but I guess a picture is fine too. But performance is preferred. I'd love to see you.
I'm not a good visualizer. I feel like I know what he's saying, but I still think that would hurt your human spine.
I don't know. Show us
and it put a lot of tension on the human horse spine junction.
The junction, yeah. You gotta think about the junction. Didn't think about the junction.
The HH junction.
Yeah, have you thought about the HH junction, Chris? Yeah, give us a diagram of what this looks like so we can really picture it.
We're gonna have to do a whole nother episode on just centaurs. Yeah. Because I can't get over.
No, you can't. We're gonna have to bring someone on to talk to you about this. Because I don't think I care enough about centaurs, unfortunately. Sorry. I really don't. And you really do. But if you could do a little like live action video, that would be preferred, but a diagram works as well. All right. I asked every single mental health professional I saw in 30 years if I could be autistic, and every single one said no, which is crazy.
That is.
Yeah. Especially because you're a man too. Like,
right.
Obviously it's not like you automatically get a diagnosis, but like, if anyone's gonna like not be discriminated against, it's gonna be a dude.
Because you didn't pick trains as a hobby.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. Did you tell him that you like trains?
Yeah, that's like one of the go-tos.
Yeah, if it's not trains or dinosaurs, trains or
nothing.
Yeah, it's got to be some kind of vehicle that moves. I think it's trains is number one because of the structure of it. You know, there's so much structure to trains. Yeah, that's really crazy. That, like, obviously you were suspecting something, you were picking up on something for 30 years. That's crazy. That, like, way before this big autism awareness wave, even back then, you were picking up on something and the professionals weren't, which, once again, is why I say that self-diagnosis is valid with research, because
you know best. You know your body best.
How many people have been misdiagnosed or not diagnosed by professionals when they just straight up were autistic, but they're like, nope, you don't have it because you don't meet this very, very, very rigid, specific criteria.
I'm neurotypical, and I'm saying no.
Yeah.
Because I know this.
Yeah, you're not flapping your hands, so no, you're a normal.
I've met you for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
You're fine.
I'm going to have to do this I want to talk about this on a future Bagel Bite, so I won't go too deep into it now, but I just saved a TikTok the other day from this woman talking about how essentially like the way autism presents in girls and femme presenting people is essentially like very, very trauma infused. And the diagnostic criteria was based on mostly little white boys who were very early, like easily and identified early. And so they don't have, obviously you still incur trauma, but not as much trauma as like having to mask and hide all of those traits your whole life. And so beyond the gender dynamic, even just like the criteria for autism is based on little white boys, and people who don't have this severe internalized trauma around their autistic traits. So like even the way it presents in women and femme people as adults is going to look totally different because of that trauma element. Anyways, I'll cover it on a future Bagel Bite.
Yeah.
He said, I had to persist and find someone experienced with high masking adults. And that's what it is. It's the high mask. If you're not like super, like we said, you love trains and you're like flapping in the corner, they're going to be like, nope, no autism. So that's like so wonderful that you persisted. Nevertheless, you persisted.
Yeah.
And that you stuck with it because you knew there was something going on.
Yeah.
Experts don't know everything. And I'm proud of you. He said, the validation was worth it.
Good.
Which is wonderful.
Yeah.
A hobby I've collected is I'm sort of a magician minus the performer aspect. I've got the personality of a potato.
Oh, no.
Come on, Chris. Reading this email, there's no way that's true. You do not have a personality.
I refuse to believe that.
Yeah, maybe an entertaining potato.
Yeah.
But I flew to England on a whim twice to study under an underground master. Shut up. That is so fucking cool. I mean, dorky, but cool. An underground
I need to know more.
Magician master. I need to know more too. Yeah.
Twice.
2 different times. Is it like a course? Is it a one-on-one training? How did you connect with this
What was your magician name?
Master? Ooh, yeah. What, I was going to call them tricks, but they're not tricks. They're illusions. What illusions did you learn?
Yeah, are you close-up magic?
Yeah.
Oh, I have so many
we
more
gotta
questions.
get them on this podcast.
We got to get,
I need to hear about this
I need
underground
more information.
magic master. Incredible. Mushrooms healed what Big Pharma broke in me a lot, and microdosing gave me greater efficacy than antidepressants in a personal but fairly controlled trial. Yes. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Fungi for the win.
That's wonderful.
I know.
I'm glad
they're magic.
This is great. This is such like a win story, you
right?
know? He's like
I know.
Finally through all like the trials and tribulations.
I know.
Come out on top.
Yeah. Self-diagnosing, being
self-medicating.
Yeah. Doing
Doing it.
shrooms. I respect and approve of it all. I am deeply familiar with persistent depression, and I have all but conquered a lifetime of crippling social anxiety. Yay.
Yay.
I have a lot of stupid superpowers.
I love this.
Yes. Please tell us some of your stupid superpowers, because I love that one. Hustle culture is to money as evangelism is to spirituality.
I love it.
Yep.
Another t-shirt.
Yes.
Man, you've got to go into the t-shirt business.
Yeah. You're a big slogans guy.
Yeah.
You got good slogans.
Slugs on slugs.
Yep. Personality of a potato. I don't think so. You're blossoming. You overcame
the coolest potato in town.
Right? That's one cool potato. You overcame your crippling social anxiety, and like now it's time to blossom. I think, you know?
I think you got to put your magic career on the map.
Yeah, really get out there.
Get out there. TikTok's a wonderful resource. You know,
you're never gonna feel brave enough. You got to just do it.
You just gotta step out into the world. Now's your time.
Time to shine. The world's ending. You might as well do magic.
I'm already a fan.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And maybe Chris coming on this podcast will give you even more confidence to get yourself out there.
Exactly.
Because you thought we wouldn't like this email, and now we're reading it on a Bagel Bite. We love it.
I'm going to make a poster of it.
So I think you are a lot meaner to yourself than other people will be. which isn't that always true?
That is always
Ain't that
true.
the
Well,
truth?
not always, but
Usually.
sometimes people are mean.
Sometimes people are mean. But I feel like
not
usually,
today.
Not today. We're nothing but nice.
Nothing but
We're nice girls.
Nice girls.
And he said, I am horrified by even the smell of a cooking egg.
What?
I don't agree with that, but I totally can see how that happens. Like, I totally respect it because I get grossed out by eggs sometimes. I'll be eating them and I'll be like, oh.
Yeah, every once in a while I'm like, I don't like this.
If it's like so like super eggy tasting, yeah, I don't like that either.
Yeah, no, I that's valid,
right?
I get it. I get it.
That sucks because eggs are such a staple.
Yeah.
If you don't like eggs,
what do you like? No.
What do you like?
No, there's plenty of
other breakfast foods.
There's other breakfast foods and
but
protein
still,
sources.
eggs are like at the heart of everything.
Yeah, but no, I get the eggy smell isn't for everyone.
Mm-hmm. It's like me with ripe bananas. I understand.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yep. That I currently have a crappy part-time job that's just 2 to 3 hours a night. I don't really like it there, but I get to listen to Woof the whole time. Oh. I could bounce around forever about all the connections I hear just listening to you two be yourselves or with your guests and the whole shebang. But I really want to thank you for the positivity and celebration of what makes being us actually kind of cool. Thanks for all the fun, Chris.
Oh.
And then he shares a little pizza secret. You ready for it?
Yeah.
He did say, feel free to leave the pizza secret out. I have no idea if that's podcast friendly or not. You know what, Chris? We don't care either way.
We're not podcast friendly.
I made an episode so inappropriate that we lost advertisers and I had to remove it. So obviously we are not good judges of what's appropriate. So you know what? I'm going to read it.
Yeah, I think it's great. Yeah, I'm excited to hear it.
Okay. He said, my first pizza secret is that in my 20s, there was a time where I may or may not have drank alcohol in excess. No.
Who hasn't?
And done my best to urinate everywhere I would need to in order to claim the Capitol building in Providence, Rhode Island, as far as any local dogs were concerned. I may or may not have repeated this activity, and this may or may not have been autistic repetition of ADHD spontaneity. That is such a good way of putting it. You have such a way with words, Chris.
Oh my God. Yeah, you should write.
I know. You are a really good writer.
You're a very good writer.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's really funny.
Pissing all over the Capitol building. I love it.
My Capitol building.
Yeah. Let those dogs know who's boss. It's alpha behavior.
Oh my God.
And,
that's so funny.
Like you said, I don't know if the pizza secret is podcast friendly or not. I don't care. It's just a weird thing I did in the past that I thought was funny.
I love it.
I'm learning these past few years that my idea of funny is different. No, you're right at home here, at least. Also, I couldn't sleep after sending that email with so many questions lingering about the centaurs. I feel
it's all consuming. The centaurs are all consuming for me. I can't stop thinking about how they would theoretically function in life.
Chris is on the same page as you. He's stuck on the centaurs.
I can't.
You guys need to have a conversation about the friggin' centaurs.
I've lost sleep over this.
So has Chris.
Yeah, I know.
He's losing sleep along with you. He said, I feel I should clarify ahead of time that if my theory is correct, it's merely the nimble-hooved centaurs who happen to knit the best sweaters. Not necessarily that they actually knit with their nimble hooves, but it cannot be ruled out.
Yeah, but I guess my question is it a sweater just covering the human torso, or does it cover human and horse?
What if it was like sweater up top and then it became a horse blanket? Have we said that?
I think we did say that. I think that was one of our options.
Kind of like a cape almost.
Yeah, like a sweater with a long tail.
Yeah, I think that's the way. All right, Chris, we are going to need some drawings, some diagrams, some reenactments, if you will.
Also, maybe some close-up magic.
Shadow puppetry. Yeah, close-up magic, please.
Send it our way.
We need so much more from you. I know you think that you just gave us like way too much. We're saying not enough.
We need more.
We're saying we need more.
We need more.
From underground magician, Potato Chris.
/ capital claimer.
Yes. Capital pisser. And he said, thank you both. I genuinely find Woof to be healing to listen to.
Oh.
You make me laugh, rare, and feel less alone, even more rare. Oh. If you ever wonder, please remember, yes, you're helping people. Chris. Oh,
I'm gonna cry.
Wasn't that the nicest email?
So sweet.
I know. He hit so many points. complimented us a bunch, which is always
That's
wonderful for our
all I
egos.
need.
All we want.
New best friend.
Great feedback. Love hearing your thoughts. Honestly, like, send us more. Keep taking those notes, because it's, no matter how much feedback we get, it's not enough. I always want to hear people's thoughts and input, you know? That's what this podcast is. Tell us how you think that centaurs will wear sweaters and how they sleep, and how you feel about this smell of cooked eggs and underground magic and mushrooms. And like, you really covered so many things. I love it. Blue ink for poop faces.
Blue.
You got it all.
I forgot about that. It's still so funny.
Right? So thank you for writing
man.
us in, Chris. That was such a lovely email. And it like genuinely is such a good reminder that like we are helping people. Because there are so many times we just are like, what are we doing?
What are we doing here?
Stupid.
This is so much work.
And I'm always like, am I talking enough about
it?
ADHD and autism? Are we giving people enough information? But it's a good reminder that just like the companionship part and just like hearing about the day-to-day lives of two chaotic gremlins with AuDHD is making other potatoes out there feel welcome and
more potato-y
and comfortable. Yeah. We're all spuds in the pot.
in the dirt.
Yeah. We're all spuds in the dirt, as they say.
Another t-shirt. Man, we just got like 4 t-shirts out of this episode.
Yeah. Just as eloquent as Chris's beautifully worded lines are, we're all spuds in the dirt. I really loved his line of talking about peeing on the Capitol and saying it may or may not have been autistic repetition of ADHD spontaneity. Like, that's the perfect way of wording things.
Yeah.
You do something spontaneously and impulsively because of ADHD, and then now that's a pattern. So now
it's a thing.
Keep doing it.
It's like a bit. You know how we talk about bits? It's like a bit.
You're doing a bit for yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one was around. You were just like doing it by yourself.
Or if they were around, they're like, is he peeing on the Capitol?
Yeah.
Again?
Yeah.
Again. Chris, not again.
It's my autism. Sorry. Yeah. I love routine.
And now we pee. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's about that time.
Yeah. Gotta go take that nightly piss.
Yeah.
Let the dogs know who's boss. All right. And that's pretty much all I had for that bagel bite.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for this content, Chris.
Yeah.
And for writing us in. If you out there want to give us your notes and thoughts and input, please write us an email at weirdsofafeather@gmail.com. We legitimately love hearing your feedback.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want, we'll read your email on the podcast.
Yeah.
And isn't that fun?
It is fun.
Yeah.
That was a lovely email.
I know.
Yeah.
You can follow us on all the social media platforms. Check out our Reddit group. Reddit.
Oh, yeah. We have a Reddit group now.
r/Weirds of a Feather. Yeah. Someone asked a great question in there. We're getting the chat going, moving that over from Facebook groups. And so go check us out. Yeah.
We're on TikTok.
Yep. Kinda.
Are we on YouTube?
Yeah. We're on YouTube.
Oh, we're on YouTube.
Yeah. You can listen to full length episodes on there. You can see our little shorts.
We're also on Patreon if you're like, I want more content.
Yep. We're working on putting out more content right now. Yeah. And that's pretty much it. You can go to our website. You can
buy merch. We're apparently now we got to work on a couple of t-shirts.
Yeah, we're all spuds in the dirt and whatnot. Yeah. So yeah, go there. And there's been a bagel bite.
Oh, yeah.
You really hesitated there.
Yeah, I know. I just I choked. I didn't know. I panicked.
I know. It's all right.
I didn't know what was supposed to happen. That's lovely.
Yeah. You like it? Okay, see ya.
Bye.